Right now we are at. Yeah, I want to thank those of you. We got about almost 900 of you watching so far. We got Paula again using their super chat in loving memory of Renee RS. Max to win for him. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of people rooting for Max this weekend because RS was a Max fan. And if you've got a problem with that, you probably should be quiet or go somewhere else this weekend because we're not gonna. Yeah, we're gonna put up. We're gonna put up your baloney. Yeah, quite honest. And I believe one of them. It looks like one of the Aston Martins has gone out. So FP1 has just started. And if I'm wrong, it's probably one of the Mercedes, one of the Red Bulls is out. I'm not sure which one. So it's Alonso who has gone out. We had Viades going Go Carlos. Anthony S with I believe that's an Australian $2.99 donation. Exciting weekend ahead of us. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Anthony. Where's Jose? It is 6:30 in the morning, Paula, so he may not be up just yet. Patrice May Burke is asking, where can I watch the exact the stream? You're talking about the actual stream. Basically, in the United States, it is on ESPN Plus. I don't know what ESPN channel though. In the UK, it is Sky Sports handling that. But basically, the if you can get F1 TV Pro, do so. You will get. I believe this is Serge. So Checo's out on track and he's got aero rigs. So basically, what I mean by aero rigs, they basically bolted a contraption onto the car to get the feeling of the air going over the car. So it's an air sensor type thing, but it's something. The car looks very weird when it's strapped on. So he will be out for a couple laps, and they'll come in and they'll take that off. Dark Mario, Rip RS, best wishes to his family again. What is RS? Is one asking those who get RS is a member of the community who has recently passed away. And so this weekend we are, instead in lieu of flowers, we're asking people to donate subscriptions to the channel. And Dark Mayo's just gifted 10 subscriptions. Thank you so much. So Dusty Biker, Nafro Strange, Tech Alpina, Thunderboss Bauer, Iker Turbo, Kanji, I can't pronounce, my apologies. Frederick Laurent, Tosi Iwasa, Sima Duragun. I believe those are the 10 that Dark Mayo. So we're right now at 30 new subscriptions. I want to thank Dark Mayo. Again, you got one from earlier, so you've just turned around and given 10 more as well. We got both of the Haas's. We got again, Magnuson locking up his brakes. I'm just looking at right now what's going on the radio chat. So far we've only have everyone's got onto track at one point. Albin and except for Albin and Oscar are still in the pits, have not come out yet. Seeing some fast time set. Russell just went P1 with 120.98. Bottas is a 121.437, and Joe is third with a 121.546. Again, it's really early. We're still within 5 minutes of this session so far. Magnus just went fourth with a 121.948. Again, repeating the news this weekend, Magnussen will not be continuing with Haas at the end of the season. He has the opportunity to go to another team, but if he does not find a seat, Haas has welcomed him back to basically to the team if he does not get a seat in a reserve role. Is Ocon Haas official? That's been rumored. I don't know if that's official yet. That's the rumor that I've been hearing. Ocon will be going to Haas, but it's not. I haven't seen anything official yet. I don't know which driver or engineer was talking, but they were saying Checo's in a phase in a moment. I don't think it wasn't Max. It was another driver. And again, I want to thank there's over 1,625 watching right now. We've got 223 likes so far. Thank you so far. We're at 127 and 698 subscribers right now. We're close to 128. I want to thank everyone who's joined the channel, the subscribers, the members, aka the family. Those are, I call those in green my family after last year. Uh-oh, RS is going to reveal something in chat. Thank you for statistics. We do have a good happy event today as well. It's not all Memorial for us. It actually is my actual real life birthday today. So I will be gifting subs later, but it'll be also part reverse race. Marco Juan, is Perez going to be fired if he doesn't go well? It's possible. And I can see the happy birthdays in chat for me. Thank you so much, everyone. It means a lot. You guys have been important to me, particularly with last year. At this time last year, I was very sick. I was recovering after having surgery. In fact, Mayu, your birthday's on the 28th. Happy early birthday, Mayu. What did I just look at? It's one of the kicks. Which? So it's like Joe's car. One of the vents was either popped off or broke off on the car. That's interesting. Tyler Peckness, today's my birthday too, 7/19. Yep, happy birthday to you, Tyler. Yeah, so I'm starting my birthday early with you guys, so thank you so much. We're at go back live. We got 51 minutes left in this session right now. So in the past few minutes, Verstappen has gone P1 on a soft tire, 120.7115. Norris did a 120.750. Bottas did a 120 on 775. But Norris and Bottas did theirs on medium tires. Carol Krusky says, do you use some program to make a track and comms? Do you make it from real life? We're using I believe we're using Multiviewer right now for some of the data in the Is Bierman? Oh, Bierman's in for Hulkenberg. Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that as well. Um, but we're using a program called Multi-Viewer. If you have a subscription to F1 TV Pro, you can. Well, no, if you've got an F1, I think it is just an F1 account. You can get the timing data, and you can. So Multi-Viewer uses that timing data from the F1 website essentially. Was it Dunes? That was in Maya. You're talking about Dune was in for um Silverstone. Tsunoda moving to P7 on the board right now. Clerk has gone P5, Alvin P6. Yeah, people are asking about Oscar. I don't know what's going on with him at the moment. It's odd to see. It's odd to see that he's not come out of the pits as of yet, and I'm wondering what's going on. Opponents those side pods losing. Yeah, definitely, there is something going on with that. Hamilton just jumped to Russell again is on top of the board with 120.083. Hamilton just went P2 with 120.536. Both of those did on medium. As I say that, Verstappen just jumps to P1 on the board. Fastest sector 2 with 119.831. Again, he's on a soft tire. And we're using the 3 softest compounds. I think the C, if I'm correct, it's the C5, C4, C3. So what was the soft compound at Silverstone is our hard compound this weekend. And is that Oscar coming out? That is Oscar lining up to do an outlap. So I have to do a start from pit lane. So Oscar just leaving the pits now onto track. Mad Max is back. Where is Jose? That's a good question. Looking at some of the things. Where's the lap count? So if you look on the timing sheet, there's the tire history. There is what the tire they're using. The next number next to that should be the number of laps that they've done so far. So again, people want to see Perez, but Perez did come out earlier in the session, but he was working on he had hit error rates on his car, so it takes some time to get those error rates off. So give him some time. He'll be back out soon. F1 TV is following along with Charles Leclerc on track at the moment. Who's ahead of him? It's Russell ahead of him that we can just see on the screen. I want to thank the 2000 U plus who are here right now. You are listening to the Race YouTube channel, and this is Grass with You. Yeah, we're here for free practice 1 for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Ms. Perez, can you tell me what not sure the something SR split. So there's a sub. So basically, we see the sectors. You see the sector times. Those bars you see are basically the sub sectors. And so we can see that someone's on a hot lap. If you see that's green or that's That's our all or purple. Someone's going really fast. Is making, they're making a hot lap right now. Right now, everyone who's on track is not. They are not improving on their times at the moment. Blue that you see are basically cars coming out of the pits, coming into the pits, and if you see red, that means someone has stopped on track. So right now, it looks like we've got a lot of programs going on right now. Albin right now starting a flying lap, starting to improve on his times. And it looks like we got Alonso and then now Sainz starting up for a flying lap. Oscar in the middle of a flying lap. So we've got a couple people working. Albin got a subsector that's purple. That means he's the fastest on track currently in that sector. And Alonso doesn't improve. He does a 121.374. It's an improvement in his best lap, but it's not an improvement in place. Ocon has a better lap than him. Albon moves up to 6 with a 120.631. Oscar setting now a time on the board with a 120.94. That's going to put him at 10th. He's got the fastest third sector so far. Tsunoda improving, but losing time in the middle of his second sector. See how he comes results ultimately. Maybe aborting his lap. Something may have happened in that second sector. Sainz about to finish his lap. He's going to jump to 7th. Leclerc. He was improving in his times, and then it looks like he abandoned the. Take a look. May have been in the lap. We got Stroll right now improving all his times, about to finish this lap. Loses time at the very end of the lap. He's going to go to 14th with a 121.174. Yeah. So he went over a curb hard. That may have ended his lap. Hamilton was improving, and then did something happen in the end of sector one? Odd. Verstappen on a flying lap right now. He's improved in sector one already. Improving in sector times two. He's got sector two in the bag is purple. And he's going into sector three and with the purple subsectors. See how he finishes the lap. He's the only one right now on a flying lap. Sargent starting off his lap. And Max is going to abandon the lap. Into doing 119.844. He didn't abandon the lap. He didn't improve in the last portion of sector three. Again, we're about 41 minutes left to go in this session. Again, you're listening to the Racing Systems YouTube channel. This is Grash with you. This is again live coverage of the Hungarian Free Practice 1. Ricardo's starting a flying lap right now. He's in 11th on the. Steven Seagal is asking what was my cert. You don't want to know. This is a family channel. I had an infection But I'm not gonna. That's all you need to know. Is I needed some surgery to clear out the infection, unfortunately, and I was in the hospital for 10 days. I missed Silverstone last year because I was in the hospital. And then I came back. I think the Hungarian Grand Prix last year was the first I was able to do the Hungarian Grand Prix, but I was like up for the practice and then right back into bed right afterwards. But again, I want to thank everyone for that time last year because I received a lot of support and goodwill and vibes. Oh, I'm doing fine. That was last year. I've recovered from that. Yeah, that's not. It's yeah, no, that was last year. So you guys as a community have been wonderful. And as uh, RS was going through chemo, you guys were wonderful to him as well in the same way. Did Perez crash? No, Perez came out with air brakes on his car, and it's been a while to get them off the car apparently. Yeah, he's only done for like 4 laps on that soft tire. Actually, Perez is now on an outlap now. So you guys need to lay off. You guys are like going really hard on Perez. This is some of you guys are like, what's wrong with Perez? Well, dude had hot air brakes in his car. They're off now. He's coming out of the pits. Gastry good, Christina says in the moment. Oscar just went P3 with a 120.168. So we've got only a few. Again, we've got 20 minutes of the session, 28 minutes I should say, and a half to go. Um, we've got a lot of people in the pits right now doing adjustments. Ryan Gamer is saying, why is 44 and 63 in pits for so long? They're probably doing some adjustments on the car. Question mark. Give it a moment. Those are actually medium tires for Joe. What happened, Perez? Nothing so far. He just had air brakes to start the session. Went out, did 4 or 5 laps, and then came back in the pits and got an adjustment. Ooh, the wind is picked up. Just saw a wind gust effect on the track on the F1 TV. They're saying it's 8.3, but we're only reading at 2.5 on the here. That's just interesting. Oh, now it's coming. Wind is northeast, 10.4 kilometers per hour. So that's interesting. Temperature is high, 58 degrees Celsius. Wow, it's 136. That's a track temperature. That's hot. Air is 131 degrees. Humidity is only 38 degrees. So, um, it did rain earlier this week. One of the what parts of I think the hospitality of I forget which team. I think it was McLaren may have got part of that got some water in their hospitality earlier in the week. Why Ferrari and Hearts? Because they're trying to get data on the hard tire. So this track, We're going to see a lot of mediums and hards during the race, and we've got 5 more racing subscriptions. So Gallo, Easy, Darek, Inez, TG, you were gifted a subscription from Maeki. So we've got 35 new family members right now. Guro's asking how important is for Ricardo outperformance. It's huge for him right now because that basically is he's a driver who's driving for his future right now. And I would just like to remind you all this is a racing motorsports channel. Please keep to the topic of the channel. We're here watching F1, and Ollie Bierman is in the Haas car for Hulkenberg. He just did a start out of a practice start. He's about to one of the V carbs just went past him as he went out of the pits. Professor Rav, what's the time difference between the mediums and the hards? I don't know. And here it's going to be a big matter. I know that the hards is a C3 compound and the medium is a C4 compound and the soft is a C5 compound. So it's the three fastest, softest, and therefore more faster, but less durable compounds that we are using. Again, in Silverstone, the C3 compound was the soft compound, and here it's the hard. So we just hit 400 likes. Thank you, everyone. That helps us with YouTube logarithm. We're at 127.719 thousand subscribers. Again, right now I'm looking at what's going on. All right, so that's wondering if Lewis and George could make it a 1-2 in Q3 and race. Perez pushing, and not getting in the 120s so far. That's interesting. Though he's been on 7 laps on those soft tires, so they are pretty much a used set of soft tires at this point. Science is cooking. Albon's also cooking. Science just did his previous lap was a 1:20.094. He went 11 laps on a hard tire. Albon cooking right now. Magnussen cooking. Magnussen just went to P6, 1:20.295. He was on a soft tire. And Albon taking the fastest lap, 1:19.794. Now that's interesting. He doesn't have any fastest. His sector times, none of them are purple. He just basically put together a great lap, not without necessarily having any particular one sector being the best. Max just came in, I believe, P2. No, What I thought I saw something changing the board. Russell right now cooking. He's got a purple sector 1, and he's got a purple sector 2. He's 3/10 ahead of Albon. Mental going, giddy up, go Max for our brethren RS. Again, I want to bring back. We've about 30 minutes left to go in this session right now. You're listening to the Racers YouTube channel, and this is Grash with me right now. For those who are not here at the beginning of the session, we found out 2 weeks ago that one of our community members, RS, also known as Renee, passed away July 9th. And was laid to rest in Greece on the 15th. He requested not flowers from us in the community, but instead he's asked that we gift subscriptions to the channel so that other people can enjoy the channel fully. We have Bottas going 5th and Perez going 6th on the board as I was talking. So far, we've gotten 35 new members. These are the people. Being a member means you're in green. You have access to emojis, and if you stay with the channel from month to month, you have a super chat, free super chat. And Racing Statistics just put the set of emojis in the chat for you guys to see. Why isn't Clear cooking? Why people are like, why haven't they broken the 118? Track is super hot, super hot. Virtual safety car. What's going on? What's going on? So there was. Oh, who is the Williams Albon's car? Albon lost a piece of his car. And they brought out the virtual safety. This is interesting. They brought out the virtual safety car so that the marshal could go out on track and pick up a piece that had fallen off his car. They are trying to tape up his car and trying to repair it. Oh, this is interesting. So following on with Albon, and did he hit the curb? Where did he lose his piece though? That's odd. So looks like he hit a curb piece and then a piece of his car dug into the track and came off. So we got a yellow flag. That would normally have brought out a red flag if it had gone any longer. Well, he was cooking. He had went to P1 before this happened. Kate asking, is BA Bierman? Yes, Bierman is in for Hulkenberg this weekend, and this is for P1. This is a new driver training, and this makes sense for Haas to do this because he is going to be their driver going into next year. Let Ray, how is a Sauber in top 10 talking about Bottas being in P6? He was higher on the board. It is practice, and the track evolution is there. Also, it's FP1 and the track is super hot. So this is not representative of what we will see during the quality of the race. We'll see that more in FP2. Parani saying now that Perez is not not performing well. Do you think Sainz can get in Red Bull negative? No. The reason that Sainz is not going to get into Red Bull, there's two reasons. One, there's history between him and Max, and they don't want to take a chance with that anymore. Second, Red Bull a has several other drivers they consider. So we've got Yuki, which is probably not likely he'll be considered for that seat if that happens. Um, there's Ricardo who could be considered. There's Lawson who could be considered. Um, so they've got people within in house already under contract that they could move into that seat if they decide to move on from Checo. So Leclerc just took a fastest second sector. Oscar did well he had so Leclerc fastest first sector. He will show up on the board in second. Oscar just went P3 on the board. He has the fastest sector, but that will be replaced by Leclerc in a moment. Tsunoda going P4 on the board right now. That's a good result for him. Yeah, one of the things that they are Ricardo just jumped to P6, so that's a good result for him as well. So one of the Leclerc just went P1. Fastest first and second sector is a green third sector for him. Did a 119.001. So we're close to the 118. We're not there yet. Within a tenth though. Zhou jumping up to P3. That's an interesting result. 119.180 for Zhou. I'm seeing everyone working on soft tires at the moment. Right now. Yeah, Joe is in third right now, everyone. So that will change. That will likely change, but that's where things are stand at the moment. So Paula says the record lap for the race here is 116.627. So we still got a lot of ways to go. And again, the track is super hot right now. It is at 58.8 degrees, or like 133 degrees Fahrenheit, which is super hot. Science right now with fastest sector 1, sector 2. So he's right now cooking and flying. It's the only one right now on the track who is. And Science going to do a full purple lap right there, 118.713. So the first one in 118s. So Raphael says the 23 pole time is still 3 seconds lower than record. Track where the current cars aren't that fast because of the slow corners. Yeah, it's now 59 degrees, 0.4. We just hit 500 likes, so thank you everyone for that. I want to thank the 2,800 you were watching right now. Again, this is the YouTube channel for Racing Statistics, and this is Crash with you with live action. I mean, like part of the data that we're talking about is right on your screen right now. Track temperature is 59.5 degrees Celsius and air temperature is 31.4 degrees. If you wanted to fry something on the pavement, you could. Sorry, you're saying that temp isn't going to be good for those soft tires that will melt them. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's gonna have a factor on tire degradation. Like right now, starting flying lap. See if anyone's cooking. Bottas sort of kind of cooking. Albin kind of cooking. Alonso's coming out of the pit, but we don't know what tire just yet. So far, you're working with soft and medium tires right now. So Hamilton on medium tire, Russell's on medium tire. On to the pits right now. Everyone else is on a soft tire. And the clerk just came into the pits. Stroll's starting to cook, and he's got something going on in Sector 1 already. He's got purples and greens in that first sector. He's going to probably take that. Yep, he takes Sector 1. He's the fastest Sector 1 so far. So Stroll right now cooking. He's out on a new pair of soft tires. So this is potentially be a really fast lap. Do you get any points in the FP? No, there's no points in FP. This is just practice. This is what teams just trying stuff out, getting trying out programs, seeing how cars perform, setups. Anthony Jones saying, "Do you think Logan can get to Q2 again?" Yeah, he can get you back to Q2 again. There's always a possibility for getting him into Q2. Can he get into Q3 is the better question. Stroll just went with he didn't really he improved in his lap times, but he was not consistent. He is 8th on the board with a 119.265. Omash Singh, my bold prediction this weekend is that Sargent will get into the points. That would be interesting if he did get into the points. No, I'm not live. That's why. Okay. We've got about 16 minutes left to go in this session via the timer on the stream at the moment. Again, we got 15 minutes to go in this session so far. Again, you're listening to the Racing to YouTube channel, and this is Brash with you live. Paula in chat will just let us know that she will pass on all of our lovely words for RS Renee to his family. Again, to those who have just arrived or don't know, RS is a community member who passed away 2 weeks ago and was laid to rest 4 days ago. In lieu of flowers from the community, the family and has requested that we gift subscriptions to the channel instead. As I was talking about that, Verstappen just went P2, 118.989. So we've got Lando getting back in his car. Again, people are asking who RS. RS was a regular here in chat, part of our community. They were receiving chemo for cancer. Unfortunately, it did take their life. So they passed away 2 weeks ago and was laid to rest again on the 15th. May Renee RS rest in eternal peace. Why is Max so slow? He's probably he's not that slow. He's only like 2/10. He's only a quarter of a second off Sainz time. I wouldn't say P2 wouldn't say that's slow. Again, you're going to see a lot of people in chat rooting for Max to win this weekend in honor of RS. RS was a big Red Bull fan. Is Mercedes still having CrowdStrike outage? I don't know what you're talking about. Is that some joke that I'm not getting? UKSTL, who isn't a big Red Bull fan? This is supposed to be the Papaya Army, the old holdovers of Mercedes fans. Russell just in the middle of the road, nicely defending. The CrowdStrike update. Did that affect the Mercedes machines? I don't know. I mean, I don't. How is this affecting Mercedes? I mean, they're just they're a sponsor. So Man Perez is slower than the two Racing Bulls. Yeah, but Perez might be doing other things. Like he started the session with air brakes on his car. So there's that. Just if most of the people are using Monaco specs here. Yeah, basically they've called Monaco without the walls this particular track. Got 10 minutes to go on this session right now. Again, you're listening to Race This YouTube channel. This is Grass with live action. Again, those who have just arrived, I want to thank the 3,000 of you here. We've got 582 likes. We're almost close to 600. Again, those who weren't here earlier, again, a member of our community, Renee, known as RS in chat, died 2 weeks ago. And was laid to rest 4 days ago in his native country of Greece. He was a wonderful member in chat, was a Red Bull and Max and Checo fan. This is not Twitch, unfortunately. YouTube did not have posting pins. We can do others, but still, RS was receiving chemo for cancer, which unfortunately ultimately took his life. How many free practices a weekend? There'll be 3. This is a normal weekend, not a sprint weekend. And with 8 minutes left to go, I will be. Right now, I am actually getting uh, my donations to. So 20 of you have just been given. So Naro, Safaro, Justin Lai. So these to me is Victor Immature, Thick, Blind Scott 35, Mod Evans, Zach. These are people who have just been given a gift membership that I just gave to you guys. Liam, Neil Wong, Chai Chow, Veronica, Ace of Spades, Guan Hello, Tess Hello, Saite, Asignain, Mr. Pati, Brendan Bates, Ventier. Again, if I'm throwing out your name, you've just gotten a new gift subscription from me. Nick, and this is in honor of RS. And I think those are the 20. So we've got 55 new members of the in Green Chat family. It's also partly it's in honor of RS, but it's also reverse gifting for my birthday today as well. So there is happiness in that as well. As we go on right now, there's no one's really improving on time from the board right now. The only one that pits right now is Max, which is probably some sort of adjustment before he comes out for a final stint or just to do a practice start. How's Mercedes looking so far? Russell's fourth, Hamilton is 10th. Just in the top 10. Ferrari looking better than the last race. They're right now first and second. Verstappen is second, though Perez is down at 11th on the board. Tsunoda is eighth. He was at 1 point at fourth. Ricardo is 12th. He's down 1 place. Albon is 14th and Sargent is 16th. So right now is up in 5th place. That's to be ahead of the McLarens. His teammate though Bottas is down 15th. Fortunately, at the bottom of the board, we've got Alpine 17th, 18th, and Haas 19th, 20th. Oh, that is not correct, Hakeem. And all cars are no, no, Max is the only one not on the track right now. Crying A744 Crash, can I get a membership, please? Come back for FP2. It's my birthday. There'll be more fun in FP2. What team does track favor? You'd think Red Bull, but Perez is not performing. It looks like Ferrari is doing well, but you'd think Haas would do well because they're a Ferrari team as well. Um, so it's kind of grab bag. We will see more. Oh, no, hold on. Timeout. Yeah, we don't talk about illegal streams on this channel. Um, you think that with Ferrari doing really well, that Haas will be doing reasonably well, and they're not at the moment. Again, this is FP1, so none of these times are going to be representative of quali or the race. Again, right now it's 157.5, equivalent of like 138, 135 degrees Fahrenheit. That's really, really hot in terms of track temperature. Air temperature is 31.7, which is also very hot. Again, it's interesting because it rained earlier this week. And it's now super dry. I mean, humidity is only 37% right now. I'll talk about some breeze. Yeah, parts of Albin's car came off, and they had a yellow flag virtual safety card so that Marsha could go out and retrieve the piece off the track. Paula, how many asking how many new memberships we got? 55 so far. Carvels, I thought this race started on the 21st. Yes, it does. This is just free practice 1, my friend. We've got another practice session today, free practice 3 tomorrow, and quali tomorrow before the race. I want to know how humidity affects the race. Well, basically, humidity is basically a measure of how much water is in the air. So if it's raining, that's pretty much 100% because it's coming down. But so with 38 degrees, that's actually pretty dry. And ultimately, what that means is they've got less resistance going through the air because there's less particles, water particles are in the air. But the problem is while the humidity is low, the track temperature is very high, and that it basically is destroying the tires. We've got high tire degradation due to heat. Just looking right now, we've about 2 minutes left in this session right now. Actually, it's not now coming to the end. It was 2 minutes ago. So let's talk about the humidity and how that affects cars. And we are coming to the end of our session right now. The clerk, Oscar, just taking it. Behrman, Gasly have just taken the flag. And again, I want to thank everyone who came here. There was 2,571 watching right now. 274, I'd say. We got 673. We can get, come on, we can get to 700 before we finish up. 700 likes, be nice. We had between Paula, Yentl, I'm trying to think who else. One other person gave subscriptions. It's me. Oh, I'm blanking and write it down. My apologies. I gave subscriptions. So between the four of us, we had Doc Mayu as well. You were another one. I'm missing the person who did 5. I apologize. But between the 5 of us now that I've counted correctly, we gifted a total of 55 new subscriptions. These are the new chatters in green. Welcome to the family. We hope you stay on board and continue with the family going forward. Again, one of the benefits of being in green is that you've got a badge by your name, you're in green, stands out. And then there we go, we got 709 likes as I was talking. And you get access to a bunch of emojis. And we're doing this because RS wanted us to share. He was a member of the channel in that particular way, and he wanted us to share that with you in his honor, basically. I want to thank, on behalf of everyone from Racing Statistics, I want to thank everyone here. Right now, if you look, they're like cars are lining up to do practice starts and then go back around and then come back into the pits. This has been our coverage for FP1. We will be back for FP2. This about 90 minutes to 2 hours. We should be back on the air. And then I'll be back 10 minutes before FP2. Thank you for the commentary, Grash. Have a happy birthday. Thank you very much, Samantha. I will be back for FP2. We're going to have some fun with FP2. Unfortunately, we did not get a red flag, so my counter has reset to 0. If we had a red flag, I would have gifted. Well, we'll see what happens when we get a red flag. For everyone here at Race Institute channel, I will see you in FP2. Have a good break, and we'll see you soon. Take care, everyone.